Yellow Jackets pick up the point.
Suarez sends that one away, also leads the Rambling Wreck with 83 assists. As Lindsay Miller shuts down Georgia Tech. Sophia Belez back to serve for her second time. Grace Heaney with the heat seeker. Now Heaney back to serve. Oilers need to go on a run here in set number 1. Tooling it off the block, McAleer keeps it up. Anderson tries to go sneaky with it. Back row for Taylor Anderson and a little. Tech down the line, stuffed on the slide. Cash Anderson on the block. Looking to tie this one up. Heaney finishing it. Oilers up 2. Heaney now with 3 kills in the matchup.
7 service errors for the Boilermakers, 0 for the Yellow Jackets. It's kind of been the difference maker.
Dior Charles on the slide. Purdue now leads by 3.
Find themselves tied up here in a pivotal second set.
3 service aces now for Georgia Tech. Purdue tries to respond. Kenna Woolard almost hits the ball back to herself. Grace Heaney with the eliminator finds the floor. It's 14-13 Purdue. Played by Belez. Boilers able to keep it up out of the back row. Woolard with a big swing. Into the crowd, point Purdue. Well, and you have to assume that it's because of the consistency, and Purdue starts playing a little bit more consistent, giving the fans something to cheer about, a free ball. Purdue with an opportunity. Grace Heaney!
Gotten as many kills as she normally does. She does lead the team with 40, doing a nice job in overall presence for the Yellow Jackets.
Cash Anderson goes cross court, trying to fire up her teammates. 5th kill of the matchup for Cash.
Tied 11-11. Boilermakers found themselves down 4-0, doing a nice job coming back into this one in the 3rd set.
Could have heard a pin drop before that. Call was made. Lindsay Miller with the block in Purdue. Garibaldi with 2 service aces here this evening. Almost got another one there. Woolard tooling off the block. Mambu keeps it up. Espana stuffed as Lindsay Miller looks over at the bench and says, I got that one. Also Ryan McAleer back in. Boilers have been playing with 2 liberos this season. Kenna Woolard with the dominator on that left side.
Also the only player with double digits in kills.
Espana stuffed at the net.
They want to win this one and keep the match alive.
Garibaldi tested by the block party. Kenna Woolard! How she snuck that one through, I won't know.
Timeout. Again, Boilermakers only 3 points away, but still want to make sure you get it.
Suarez sends it away. Boilers looking to end the run of Georgia Tech. Good hands for Tech. Outside, tapped over by Mambu. Back to Heaney. Grace Heaney, silent but deadly, finds the back corner.
She's more of a finesse around the net when it comes to that.
Lindsay Miller puts it down.
But Wooler's been kind of stealing the spotlight with her 18th kill here.
Confusion at the net, back to Heaney. Grace Heaney goes cross court and finds some real estate. 6-5 as Purdue has hit back-to-back.
Numbers, Mendez and Lapoya both with 550+ hit percentage, so maybe they should kind of stick with those 2 rather than going by committee.
Kenna Woolard, her 21st kill of the matchup.
They've been going to her, and they're going to have to keep going back to her consistently if they want to crawl out of this hole in this 4th set and get to set 5.
Anderson sends it away. Miscommunication from Georgia Tech. Purdue gets a free ball. Grace Heaney knows how to finish that one. 21-15 now. Heaney has 11 kills.
7 kills, 2 blocks in yesterday's game.
Moravec with the kill on the left side. All Big Ten second team Taylor Anderson sends it away. Anderson, one of the returning starters for the Purdue Boilermakers. And
for the Falcons, Boilermakers are going to have to find an answer.
Hovey efficient at the net and behind the service line. Kenna Woolard with the response out of the timeout for the Boilers.
Themselves down in a couple sets, weren't able to crawl back. They're trying here today.
Kenna Woolard down the line and good. 20-19.
In a 857 hit percentage, been very efficient as she finds herself serving this one.
Grace Heaney
trying to get the offensive side going.
Miller on the slide, and if some is good, more is better. Back-to-back kills for Miller and the Purdue Boilermakers. 3-0 scoring run for the Falcons. Ava Buttlemeyer on that last one. Now she has 4 kills. Buttlemeyer been a spark off the bench. They've seemed to make the change here early on here in this one. Bowling Green looks to get back on their offensive ways. Dior Charles on the slide. Williams, the 6'1" freshman from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Grace Heaney with the heat seeker, and Heaney finds the floor.
So young liberos on both sides of the ball for this match.
Young liberos, but a lot of experience. Moravec, joust at the net. Back to Natalie Moravec. Knock, knock, who's there? Natalie. She puts another one down in the back row.
Been there before, doing a nice job having that veteran experience in the middle of this Falcons offense.
Down the line, had to duck out of the way to that one.
Off the set, but a great touch nonetheless, and Purdue earning that point.
McAleer sends it away. Big swing, Anderson's able to dig it out. Joust at the net, and Grace Heaney says have some.
Saw it, but a little too late yesterday for the Boilermakers.
Heaney out of the back row, and Heaney finds the floor, her 6th kill of the matchup.
A presence on that right side, and it's what allowed Bowling Green to kind of hand in net on this one.
Well, Miller's been like the glue, but Dior Charles have to win by 2 though. Hovey blocked at the net. Partner, what does Purdue need to do to wake up here? It seems like they've fallen asleep since the end of set number 4.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like they're as well-oiled of a train as they were early on.
Grace Heaney.
More of that setter, but using her 6'3" frame to have some kills on this one.
Well, partner, when you have your Michael Jordans, you got to have Dennis Rodman's in there too, and number 11's doing that here today, picking up those garbage buckets. Big swing in the block. Grace Heaney and Lindsay Miller.
Kind of 2 ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, serve receive, very important as Taylor Anderson with the teardrop for the ace.
Able to touch it down.
Grace Heaney. Zelenovic, 6'7", the tallest player on the floor for both squads. And Rachel Williams, the hometown kid, gets the service ace. Ravens here in the building somewhere tonight has to be happy watching baby girl swing the ball like she is. Outside, Boiler block. Too strong as Kansas can't keep it off the floor, and Purdue now leads 13-9.
My thought against Bowling Green, she was a little unaggressive, just a little bit sloppy on defense. She has really locked in this game.
Grace Heaney as the ball gets ping-ponged around.
For the Boilermakers.
Zelenovic stuffed.
I was about to say, you might be singing to the future here.
We get excited here, man. I hope I'm a future teller. Cash Anderson with the block. White sends it away. Dior Charles blocked. Boilers still have it. Woolard tries to go light. Charles keeps it up. Back to Woolard. Woolard is getting hounded by that block there. Woolard again. White doing her job. Monster swing, but so is Ryan McAleer. Woolard sticks with it and gets the kill.
She didn't realize that there may be another side to this.
Boilers keep it up. Nice block there. Free ball for Kansas. Down the middle. Great job keeping it up out of the Boiler back row. Another big swing. Off the block. Boilers with an opportunity. Moravec goes down the line. Grace Nelson gets there. McCarthy gets it over. And a sneaky no-looker from Taylor Anderson, and it's 22-17.
Yeah, really smart from Anderson, just dumping it down while Kansas.
Wood clean on that one. Anderson tries to go sneaky, gets stuffed at the net. Cash Anderson gets it over. Taylor Anderson with the solo block. Purdue keeps going to the well, but Zelenovic keeps taking the blocks. Boiler block. Their first lead of this matchup here in set number 1.
We're indeed out of that timeout. Some miscommunication by the Jaguars. Try to go back to Tippmann, but it's blocked by Cash Anderson. Williams back for another serve. Dug out by the Jaguars. And the Boilermakers able to block this one. Dior Charles stuffed.
So in a moment like this, getting her some time, she struggled a little bit in set number 1, but making the adjustments here in 2.
Yeah, and again, filling in for the injured Miller, but Lulich with the block. That 6'5" stature up at the net. McAleer back in the game. McAleer digs this one out. Set up to Anderson. Heaney. Back to Iupui. Iupui going up on that left side. Blocked by Charles.
Through Cash Anderson and Dior Charles, which is not an easy task.
Not at all. We talk about 2 tall defenders, but Tippmann and the 2 tall defenders do come up in this one. Kind of a presence, though. Hadn't heard Tippmann's name in a second, and we won't hear it now as Cash Anderson gets the block. Tippmann been kind of cold, tried to get kill number 13. We've got set point in Holloway Gymnasium. And it will be point Purdue. Ahead here now in set number 4. But you talked about it, Tippmann only kind of playing that front rotation has been vital and kind of allowed Purdue to kind of creep back into things.
And also IU Indy has been very out of system here in the last set and a half. And I think that that's really the struggle because they're not putting themselves in position to tool balls off the Boiler block.
100%. Dug out by McAleer. Cash Anderson off the deflection by the Jaguars. A quick kill attempt. We've got a little rally going here in Holloway. Air ball back to the Boilermakers and kill! Bianca Lulich comes out of nowhere, says, see ya. But really Heaney hitting 462 also. She's been efficient while she's gone at it. And the Boilermakers have been a lot more efficient in terms of their defensive pursuit, kind of having some more blocks. Dior Charles at the net there. And she will serve it up here.
Yeah, Bianca Lulich has really taken a step up here today in this game and is going to be a weapon for the Purdue Boilermakers as they move forward into this Big Ten slate because a lot of size in the Big Ten Conference.
They bring her in closer to the setter. They bring her to the middle sometimes too. They move Grace Heaney around quite a bit.
Playing the best she has in her career at Purdue. Overhead for McAleer, the Purdue libero, and it sets up another back row attack. And down it goes for Kenna Woolard.
Like I said, Kenna Wollard's offensive everywhere on the court, and that definitely means the back. Barton in the back row attack here soon from them if the ball comes back.
Service from Barry. Heaney drops the hammer.
Good from the service line, and what a swing out of the backcourt. Beautifully done by Purdue to get out of a tough spot.
This is a big challenge. She's got Kenna Woolard opposite her across the net.
Ace serve, nicely done by Purdue.
Woolard carried them at UCLA the other night, but the rest of the team responded when it counted.
And Woolard was a right side player last year, moving over to the left. Big responsibility in reception as well. Well, you said it early on, Holly. Way too much tipping from USC right now. Woolard with the kill.
Jones and Ohio State as they pushed over. Now on the slide, the block set. It's Woolard
Going to keep an eye on that blocking scheme throughout the match as Purdue picks up an ace, their largest lead of the set so far. Keep an eye on the line shots for Tatum tonight. She could really exploit that for Purdue. How did they keep it up with McAleer? That just sneaks over. Here comes Tatum again, and she's blocked. Woolard got all of it.
Purdue's defense is everywhere. Working really well with them to close up seams.
Jaeger line drive. In the back row, Woolard sends it in. For Lulic, promising sophomore. Deep serve, Brichkovic, fast to Tatum. It is blocked and in by the Boilers.
Yeah, Crouching Anderson is a player that typically would just bomb balls no matter the situation. That's how she's grown so much in the last year.
That is in. Heaney.
Their own specialty, but they're not playing individually. They're playing as a team, and that's what's so important.
This is on the season now. Rutgers has 5 players with 20 aces or more. Remarkable serving season. What a response, though, on the slide from Bianca Lulic.
Just really impressive.
Kenna Woolard's season low, by the way, is 8 kills. It's the only match this year where she hasn't had double-digit kills. Back to Heaney, and it's another rocket of a left hand.
Back to Caleb Burbage. Left side off the top of the block from Anderson. And then Tompkins tries to tip. The joust is won by the Boilers. Illinois keeps it alive, though. To the right side tip, stopped by Philpott. Through the block, Burbage digs it. Phelan keeps it alive. And it's a free ball. Boilers will get a swing here. They go to Heaney. And that's dug. Long rally. Tompkinson off the block. Good dig by Anderson. And this one is long. Illinois wins the long rally.
The track and field team was out here. It's been a fun afternoon here in Holloway Gymnasium.
Lively for sure. As a
Stuffed at the net, Kenna Woolard. McAleer to serve. Confusion between the Gophers. Boilers have a chance. Game, set, match.
No doubt
Cash
about that
Anderson says thanks for coming.
One of the few players from Indiana on this team. Serve in. We'll see if Michigan wants to look at it again, but the line judge rules it's in. Lafayette, Indiana. Few Indianians on the roster. An ace for Foster. Michigan watched it fly by. Good. Massive tournament implications on the line. And an ace by Purdue. Miscommunication by Michigan. And down to the wire.
Dell doing his own. Again, a new look team. Point Purdue as Rachel Williams picks up her first service ace.
Miller has been dealing with some nagging injuries this season, but it has to feel good both for Purdue as well. Miller, oh my goodness, what a serve.
Can't quite help it, but sucks to see it. As that one will drop in. Service ace for Julia Kane.
Drew Wright serves. Charles again in the middle.
She's really bringing it tonight.
Wake Forest transfer. That is an ace from Ryan McAleer.
That's going to land. An ace for Anderson.
Yeah, it's been the service errors for the Hoosiers here today, but the Boilermakers kind of right at the net in some violations.
Sneaky is Taylor Anderson.
3 ladies with 300-plus kills here, so they're going to kind of have to steer away from that game plan and kind of have a unique attack.
Sneaky Taylor Anderson again on the setter dump.
She's been insane. I mean, I'd almost imagine if you're aired, you're going to have to go back to her, have the offense run through her.
Taylor Anderson.
Anderson not usually known for her killing style. Again, the offense does go through, but able to get some sneaky kills here throughout today.
Great dig out of the back row from Julia Kane. Woolard. Response, a great dig out of the back row for the Hoosiers. Long rally. And Taylor Anderson taking over set 4.